Chathwick's mother made this? That's the best news I've had in days. Her cooking is excellent. I was sorry that we couldn't save their home, but at least the whole family made it out alive. I just handed you a sandwich. That's not cooking. I'm just kidding. I know it's just an icon. Wicked White, you're her. You were there, in the middle of it all, strong as 100 men, a bulwark against the tides of eaters that threaten to overwhelm us. And now you've brought me a sandwich!
That's what we did. And it cost us everything we held dear.
Oh. Tell me about Seto.
What? What about Seto? What is there to say? All right.
This is gonna be cute.
He's done some growing. When we were traveling together, he was nowhere near as big. And he obviously couldn't speak. I had no idea how much that medallion meant to him.
Seto's so good.
What about you, anyway? You must have a friend like Seto. Chocobo, perhaps? Come on, you tell me something for a change.
If it doesn't give me Jables as an option. Oh, you're not gonna let me answer? Yeah, my Chocobo Jables. He's really awesome. He was there when I had no other mounts. He fights for me when I actually remember to summon him. I like that Lalas sleep as if they are infants, with no bedding. A party soon divided! No! Good day to you, miss. I do hope you are well rested. Do I have the bonus from eating all those sandwiches?
Ah, there you are. You're just in time to welcome our guest.
Please. Did I not explicitly tell you that we would be meeting again soon? Lest you forget, I made you a promise. I have no intention of meddling with your mission. I come only to observe.
Okay, but like, why, my dude?
Your Exarch friend in particular has piqued my curiosity. Summoning you all like that. Most impressive.
This music.
You honestly expect us to believe you've come only to observe? Or that you might deign to lift a finger to aid our cause if called upon?
Thancred's real
Even
pretty
if there were
too.
a sliver of truth in your words, I would never accept your help. Not in my darkest hour. Not after all the suffering your kind has wrought.
So petty. I meant what I said, and I said what I meant.
And an elephant's faithful, 100%.
Wage your war against the Sin Eaters. Put each and every Light Warden to the sword. Prove yourselves heroes, brave and true, and I will be glad to embrace you as allies.
Dude, you know I'm a hero already. Come on.
Allies worthy of bearing the burden of truth. Surely such a partnership would be preferable to yet another round of fisticuffs.
Fisticuffs.
And thus did the olive branch wither and die. Pity. Well, Let no man say I did not try, futile as it was. Though I suspect you will seek me out when you grow tired of making the same mistakes. Difficult decisions lie ahead of you. Decisions best made with the benefit of knowledge to which only the eternal are privy.
I mean, maybe we should just roll with it? Like, what? You know what I mean? Like...
For now, I shall resume my shadowy vigil. Whatever you choose to do, make sure it's worth watching, would you?
What was that all about?
A vain attempt to make us doubt our chosen course, most like. As if we'd believe a word that passed his lips. Unless you think there is some truth in what he says.
A kernel, perhaps. God, the music just got really weird in my headset. Not the music, but like...
If he simply meant to lead us astray, he could have done so without revealing himself. At least, not in the manner he did.
I'm just saying, if he's gonna fuck us over, he could do it either way.
It goes
So,
without
like...
saying that an alliance with the Ascians is out of the question. But since we have no way of knowing where they might be hiding, it seems only logical to press on with our mission, even if our enemy seems content for it to succeed.
Well, yeah. We have to.
Then let us discuss the Sin Eaters. I would begin by thanking you all for your efforts thus far. In striking down the Light Wardens of Lakeland and Ilmeg, you have accomplished more in your short time here than all of our forces managed in the last century.
That may be, but the Wardens of Calusia, Armarang, and Rak'tika remain.
Indeed, and their precise whereabouts are as
Calusia
yet
is gonna be rough.
which is why I propose we divide our forces and conduct a systematic survey of each region. Once we have found our quarry, we may then determine how best to proceed.
I'll take Armarang in that case. I know the lie of the land well enough.
If there are no objections, I will make for Calusia. I have connections there both in and around Yulmore that may prove useful.
But people are also looking for you.
Then I would ask that you journey to Rak'tika. There you will find Y'shtola. With her assistance, I doubt the Warden will evade your grasp for long.
Is Y'shtola the conjurer you and Urianger used to talk about?
That's right. Though we haven't spoken much since she left for the forest.
Y'shtola, Y'shtola,
I fear
Y'shtola.
I won't do that. I had every intention of relaying the news of your arrival, but she is disinclined to speak with me. Might I trouble you to...
With me? Me and Urianger?
It would be no trouble.
Both of us? Can we both go? Where am I going? Can I go with him?
My thanks. While you are all out in the field, I shall be here attending to business. I had somewhat fancifully contemplated joining the search myself, but other matters demand my attention.
Please let me go with him. Is that an Aetherite ticket?
What's that?
A missive from Lord Vauthry.
Oh no.
He invites me to join him in Yulmore to discuss the recent conflict at Lida Luran.
And? Did he even bother to offer any bait? It's obviously a trap.
I should be surprised if it were not. Nevertheless, I must seize this opportunity to speak with him, even if only a few words are exchanged. Though my power will be much diminished so far from the tower, it is a risk I am willing to take. Master Alphino, might I impose upon you to accompany me to Yulmore prior to beginning your reconnaissance?
I don't think that's... What? What? You're in trouble, young man.
Then let us make ready. Safe travels to you all.
Fine. Fine, buddy. Fine. I get to keep questing with him? Does the game know me? You would think the remnants of a church would be more conspicuous. Thancred, are you ever going to be happy again? I'm just wondering, because you used to be the happiest bean. Hi. Can we just for a second? Were the tablet a fragment of Holy Scripture, it would most assuredly rest here on this altar. Yet this would, I presume, also have been where the blessed placed the font of seeing used in the practice of their faith. Whither, then, would they have set the tablet? I can barely see my hand in front of my face. If only that torch were a little closer. Can anyone tell me what this infernal tablet even looks like? Oh, it's so good. I swear to fucking God if it's right in front of Thancred's face. You have located the time-worn tablet. It's because I'm short. It's because I'm a Lalafell. Got those Lalafell cheats. Within the altar, thou sayest? Is that high level? Oh my god! Look at this! So it is that Y'shtola hath taken the name of Master Matoya. Wow, I did not think that was going to be explained this quickly. Wow. What sayest thou, Master Matoya? Okay, anyways. Lest we offend them, I bid you speak not her true name in the blessed's presence. With that in mind, let us speak with the guard who keepeth vigil at the Greatwood's border. I can't... They already explained that! I can't believe it! I thought it was gonna be... something a little wilder, but... That's fine. I'm still hype as hell.
No matter how far he goes, man cannot resist looking back on the path he has walked.
This is so pretty!
And secrets of the past can be more alluring than the promise of tomorrow. And so he braves the forests of Rak'tika in search of mystery and wonder. Of Ronka, to which all seekers of hidden truths are inevitably drawn.
We have arrived.
Oh, sorry.
Vast though these woods may be, they are, by and large, uninhabitable. Not so the swamps of Sidia, however, whose sparse foliage permitted man a foothold.
You're everywhere, my dude.
No lands must remain beyond our grasp. Go forth, conquer, rule! Forgive me. A sudden pang of nostalgia for those halcyon days. Exploring virgin territories, subjugating primitive peoples, all for the glory of Garlemald.
Would you like to be a scion? Is that what you're asking
If
me?
you've brought your ivory standard, I'll be happy to tell you where to stick it.
Applications are taken by Tataru.
Can we not simply take a moment to enjoy the view together? Or would you rather I spied on you from the shadows?
Or he could simply inhabit your body.
Much more of this, and I may very well begin to regret my show of good faith.
you really want to stay, then help us fight.
Don't you dare yell at her.
No, I think not. I am an observer, nothing more. Even shielded by the shadows of these boughs, I feel the light's presence most keenly. To accompany you is taxing enough. To fight is out of the question.
I will suffer your company if I must, but not your commentary.
What is it now? Do you expect me to regale you with friendly banter? Oh, very well. I will humor you this once. You may consider it my latest act of good faith. Come on then, what do you wish to know? Him looking down at me? Why choose this form here in the first? Well, well, what a curious question. Mortal flesh is but the vessel into which we Asians pour the elixir of our souls, molding it as fits the occasion, or not, if we so choose. Be it for a year or millennium, I prefer to retain the same form until my duty is done. So, after arriving here in the first, I fashioned some hapless body into the man you see before you. Though, as your friend over there can attest, there are those of us who forego such alterations. He was ever the last one, La-hee, jumping from vessel to vessel, never heeding the toll it took on him. I kinda miss La-hee.
Nor hath any meaningful progress been made with the reconstruction. Mayhap Y'shtola sought shelter elsewhere. Come, let us quit this place.
Oh, damn it! I thought that was gonna be her. Oh! Is she with these people? God damn you all.
These senators, they're not like the others.
I like his
There's
voice.
a reason for that. Lower your weapons, please. We mean you no harm.
How is it they can
I missed Emmett, now I can't see him.
It's a sin eater trick. They mean to kill us all.
No, 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 no.
That will seem a lot less amusing when we are forced to kill them.
Oh, for the love of... I had hoped that by accompanying you, we might come to understand one another. But all I have come to understand is that you have a knack for inflaming the natives. You've committed the cardinal sin of boring me. And so, I retire to the shade.
No, now that... Please don't. Please don't. They're gonna get really sussy with us if you do that. Nope. Oh my god.
There! Did you see that one disappear?
I think I preferred La-hee.
Oh, please!
Enough. Runar, report.
Yes!
Master Matoya!
Ah, you're perfect!
We apprehended them as you ordered, but are you certain these are sin eaters?
The intense light of the ether I saw was unmistakable. If not sin eaters, then what?
She's got a plan. It's fine. I trust you.
'Tis passing queer that Y'shtola should mistake us for the enemy, is it not? Mayhap it hath been too long since last she beheld the radiance of thine ether. Master Matoya, hath time truly made strangers of us?
Nay, I recognize you, Urianger, Thancred. And this is Minfilia of the First, of whom you spoke before.
Me? Oh, because I've absorbed.
Just so.
Oh,
Because
she can. Oh, that makes sense. Okay.
Comrades lower their arms.
First, explain this other presence in your company, the one I know not.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay.
One manner of creature in this world whose ether is suffused with such an abundance of light.
Mine apologies, Master Matoya, but thou art mistaken. Before thee standeth our dearest comrade, the truest hero among us. Though she is but recently arrived here in the First, not one but 2 Light Wardens have already perished by her most puissant hand.
How did she get even more hot?
It cannot be.
I feel like this is the thing. I feel like this is the potato thing to say. You truly thought me a sinner? See?
Master Matoya?
Lower your weapons. Forgive us this hostile welcome. Come. I would give you a proper introduction to Rak'tika and its people.
Hey Kate, I need a picture with you now too. Oh god damn it, tenacious. I guess I should just pause motion.
It is a curious kind of faith, but one which has granted them the strength to persevere in the wake of the flood. I hope you weren't expecting a grand feast by way of welcome. They are a simple people.
Y'shtola, when I got here, literally all I was expecting was you. That's it. Nothing
Now,
else.
I would hear of your travels away from prying ears. Come.
This reminds me of Matoya's cave.
I see. And now you seek the Light Warden of Rak'tika. In the days after I arrived in the First, I too relied upon the Crystal Exarch for guidance. But his penchant for secrecy and the telling of half-truths soon lost him my trust. And thus did I strike out on my own. My work eventually led me here to the forest, which I've come to know like the back of my hand. I cannot say with certainty where your quarry is hiding, but I am confident I can narrow the search.
Well, go on then.
Some few thousand years ago, this forest stood at the heart of the empire of Ronka. A great many relics of that civilization can still be found to the east in Ixmaya. Or rather, could be found, were the area not fiercely guarded. Ixmaya, you see, is home to a tribe of warriors whose lineage is said to date back to the time of the Empire. Any attempt to enter their territory is met with lethal force. They offer no warnings, and suffer no trespasser to escape. Needless to say, my every attempt to survey the area has been thwarted.
Mayhap the Warden hideth there, full knowing none may approach it for fear of these protectors.
As for the tablet, I find the timing of its discovery suspiciously convenient. If I did not know better, I would think someone was trying to curry favor with me. Regardless, it will take time to decipher these writings. Yet I would not be at all surprised if they somehow held the key to entering Ixmaya unmolested. The Exarch has a nose for serendipity.
If there is aught I can do to assist thee in unraveling their secrets, thou needst only ask.
Both so good.
Thank you, Urianger. I may well take you up on that offer. While we set to work, might I suggest you take a tour of the city? Should you be in any doubt as to the importance of your role as the Warrior of Darkness, the people here will surely cure you of it.
I must say, Stola, while most of us have struggled to come to terms with our altered circumstances, you seem to have adapted rather well.
Urianger didn't adapt well?
Lest you forget, Master Matoya and I dedicated our lives to uncovering the truth which hides at the heart of our world. Though separate, the fate of this reflection is nevertheless bound to that of our home. That I would be daunted by such an invaluable opportunity is absurd. But what of you, Thancred? Could it be that you are still struggling to come to terms with the nature of your young companion?
My struggles are none of your concern. Quite why you would speak thus and in this company, I do not know. Perhaps you left more of yourself back in the source than I assumed. If you'll excuse me.
He's so angry! God!
He understands that I'm not the same. That I'm not her.
Understands, perhaps, but does not accept. The question being whether he ever will. And whether you will, more importantly. As difficult as your circumstances may be, they are yours, not his. 'Tis you and you alone who bears ultimate responsibility for your life.
Hell yeah. Oh my god, my arm's starting to hurt.
But you need not make any hard choices now. Why not go and get some fresh air, clear your head?
My little smiling potato. She really is definitely being like, Mom. Mom is Hank right now. I feel like I haven't done the little chest pat thing in a long time. Speaking of which, we must arrange food and lodgings for your stay. As friends of Master Matoya, we cannot ask for payment, but if you would be willing to lend a hand? It would be my pleasure. Oh! That's so funny. Look at how big this pot is. This is the cutest shit ever. How am I even seeing where I'm going? The whole plot has now been thoroughly watered, and I'm stepping all over the plants. Oh yeah! Did you see that big dick damage? Sorry. Tenacious. There you are. It's done. Though I fear I was a bit careless. I'll do better next time, I promise. What are you talking about? You're doing great! This poor girl. I feel like Thancred has not been the nicest to her. I'm fine. You needn't worry about me. More importantly, we have to find that Heartstone. They said it was made of jade, right? I'll search over there in the brush. For a minute, I thought it said over there in that bush. Just like that bush specifically. Are you flippin' kidding me? Leave me alone. These fucking beetles are assholes. I have much to learn if I'm to be even half the hero you are. The hero she was. Ah, I'm sorry. Forget I said anything. We should head back to Slitherbough. Runar and the others are probably worried. Minfilia, you are doing such a good job. You are precious and wonderful, okay? I'm gonna slap Thancred in his fucking beautiful face. Oh, this is gonna be sad.
It seemed only right that we show our faces. May we join you?
Of course you can. What do you mean?
Let us begin. I thank you all for coming to pay respects to our fallen daughter of the night. In the light, she was known as Todia, but in the dark, we shall remember her always as Menine. Let us each take a moment to offer her our prayers. We entrust her now to the night's sweet embrace. In darkness will she be free from pain and suffering, now and forevermore. May her soul find peace in the sunless sea of heaven, and in the love we bear for her in our hearts.
The music.
That vessel represents the night sky, the sunless sea of heaven.
That's both really sad and like really beautiful.
Call upon you now, O bringer of shadow, to lead this gentle soul onto the sea. We call upon you, O warrior of darkness, to deliver her onto paradise everlasting.
I like these people.
I am told you assisted in the preparations for the service. On behalf of the Blessed, you have my sincerest thanks.
Ishtola.
The enduring legend of the Warrior of Darkness owes much to the traditions of these people. And none were more ardent in their faith than Todia. She would have been greatly moved by your presence.
So did they call her like another name because Todia wasn't her real name, but it's the name they called her since they can't call her her real name? Okay. I should like to have met her.
You might not deliver her to the heavens, but if you could deliver the night sky to her people, the real night sky, it would be the next best thing.
She is wonderful!
Their prayers would finally be answered. They could gaze up at the firmament and see their ancestors in every twinkle of the stars. We cannot allow their hopes and dreams to drown in the light. We have to bring back the dark. If we don't, who will?
Tell her you're proud of her, Thancred.
Forgive me, thinking of all those we have lost.
No, it's all right. We will bring back the dark.
Oh my god, finally! He actually seemed...
Mayhaps sooner than later, in fact. Urianger and I finished deciphering the tablet, and its contents were most illuminating. Let us reconvene in my chambers. We have much to discuss.
It's making me emotional seeing Thancred not be all edgy. He dad now. Listen. That's fine to be dad and be protective, but I feel like he's talked down to Minfilia so much that she's so insecure and so afraid to say anything, and I don't like that. We won't be long. If anything should happen, you keep her safe. Oh, I love you so much, Urianger. I love him so much. Labrie. A couple people have made that pun, and it's fantastic. Good job, you guys. Leave me alone! I'm busy! She really has kind of started to embody Matoya, though. Up there is the airway. Do you see it? I can't say. Oh. I was like, can't say that I do. A bit far, perhaps, but we should be able to toss the bag through. Though we should probably loosen the ropes, keeping it closed, enough that it falls open when it lands inside. All of this sounds like it's going to require a lot of to work. What is that? Bees! By the abyss! By the abyss, they're everywhere! Help! Someone help! We have to save the spider! Alright. Sorry, that is fucking gold. The mural appears to be fairly old. A knight shields himself and their comrades from an encroaching darkness. The central figure is considerably faded. That doesn't bode well. The mural appears to be ancient. A warrior in the middle stands triumphant of what appears to be a creature of shadow. Other figures surround the warrior. Oh, this is the Warriors of Darkness. The Warriors of Darkness from this world. Slaying the thing that tipped the balance.
These paintings, they seem familiar. Depictions of heroes throughout history. The Age of Gods, the Empire of Ronka, and this. There was a man, a researcher who pored over these pieces. He offered us work when we needed it. Slaying beasts, delivering provisions. A funny old bugger he was. But he had a good heart. He believed this first painting dated back to a time of myth and legends. A tribute to the heroes of a long-forgotten era. The story went that it was rediscovered by an explorer from Ronka, who was so struck by its majesty that a second painting was commissioned, commemorating the heroes of their day. One day you will all be here too, he said. Heroes immortalized forever. Maybe I'll paint you myself?
That thing on your face is interesting.
We were only trying to make our way after all. Being heroes couldn't have been further from our minds. But it seems he actually went and did it.
Oh, this one's
Before or
them.
after the flood, I wonder.
Oh.
Do you suppose your deeds will warrant an addition to this collection? Or some other kind of monument?
There you are. I have everything I need. Let us quit this place. Is something the matter? We should go. The others are waiting.
Just talking to my ghost, bro. This quest is called the Great Deceiver. That's, like, concerning. Gonna be in this area for a while? Wait, why? Mwahaha! It is I, Astos. Sorry. As foretold by the will of the wood, we meet at last. I've been expecting you, Tenacious. Behold, the divine protector of Ronka, the great serpent of legend. No, it can't be. That's the great serpent? I see nothing great about that. What is it exactly? I refuse to believe that it's a serpent. Please tell me you're joking. A snake? Just pick up the damn thing and let's go. By the Abyss Valad, show some respect. I should be the one to carry it, but I fear I am yet unworthy of such a burden. But you could protect the Great Serpent from the threats of the Greatwood, be they beasts or sin-eaters. And now, you mean to drag Master Matoyo's guest into your schemes? What will the others think when she walks into Slitherbough, hoisting that thing about? Here, put it in this sack! I will do no such thing! It's clean, dry, and most importantly, you can bring it into Slitherbough unnoticed. Fine. Listen, Tenacious. The fate of the Greatwood quite literally rests in your hands. It goes without saying we can't afford any mishaps. I suppose we've no choice but to help him. I'll go ahead and find a place to keep his pet away from prying eyes. Are we gonna make it? I don't want to have to start over. I don't know if it's this one. No, this is the wrong one. Sorry, Y'shtola and Oriange. This is not right. Maybe it was the right one. Was it that one? Was it that one? Where the fuck is it? I hate it here. I'm not gonna make it. That's not... Ugh! Quick! Here should be safe, for now at least. Let's have another look at the Great Serpent, shall we? Oh, not you. If Mother finds out about this, no shadow will be dark enough to hide from her wrath. Scream! Scream! Oh my god, this guy is so funny. What have we gotten ourselves into? You should just probably quit fucking complaining and just vibe with it. It's fine. Bring it to me and you will have the reward you seek. I don't need a reward. I should remind you that he's still only an apprentice. I wouldn't expect much, if anything, for your troubles. Wow, look. I could almost drown in here. Tenacious Scree. I love this guy. He's so cool and he's so sweet to us.
The others on patrol should have returned by now. Our food will be overcooked if we wait any longer. We will just have to start without them. Would you call Master Matoya and the others?
I tire of these games, Urianger. Why do you pretend you cannot see it? The blessing may spare her the fate of becoming a Light Warden. But you cannot be blind to the nascent corruption. She is not as she was in the Source. Though I have no proof, I fear that the light which poured forth from the Wardens was not negated at all. I fear it was absorbed, that she has been suffused with their light.
Though I have given thought to this possibility, I dare not speak until more is known.
By the time you deign to enlighten us, it may be too late, if it is not already.
So what, am I still gonna become one? Am I gonna become a Sin Eater?
Urianger, I know full well,
I'll be super
after
powerful.
all these years, that you have only the best of intentions. But that does not make it any easier to put my faith in a man so infatuated with secrecy. I have had my suspicions ever since the Exarch bade you speak that day. But now I must ask. The 8th Umbral Calamity and all that followed. Everything you claim to have seen. Did you?
Help! Someone help! The Umorans have come for us! We're under attack!
Is she implying that he lied? Meanwhile, in Yulmore. Oh shit! I am nervous about what's about to happen here.
Lord Vauthry, how good it is to see you. How long has it been? Not since your inauguration, unless I'm mistaken. Too long, at any rate. May I say, how humbled I am to be invited not only into your city, but your home. You are as generous as ever.
And you as disingenuous. Let us dispense with the pleasantries. This merry band of dissidents people are calling Warriors of Darkness. They have slain Sin-Eaters, and by all accounts the Crystarium is complicit in their villainy. And now I hear reports of your people obstructing my soldiers. So I must ask, what exactly do you think you are doing?
I might ask you the same thing. It should be clear, even to you, that defeating the Light Wardens represents the world's only hope of survival. Even now, the people of Lakeland and Ilmeg rejoice in the return of night. For 100 years, they yearned for a means to fight back against the Sin-Eaters, and at last they have found one. Yet you choose to stand idly by and do nothing. Why?
Why? Because this hope you cling to is nothing more than a fever dream, an exercise in futility. Even should you slay the Sin-Eaters, the world as we know it is beyond salvation. With what little land and resources remain, the people would be free only to starve. Before long, they would turn to violence, then to war, and ultimately usher themselves unto oblivion.
Fuck off, Vauthry.
They require a firm hand to shepherd them from the edge. The hand of a king. Nay, a god. I will see their dreams fulfilled, their wishes granted.
That's
will
not you,
give
buddy.
them peace, order, and they shall never want for bliss. Men are fickle creatures who entertain vague ideals without the faintest notion what they cost. But a little fear can go a long way towards helping them realize what it is they truly need. Sanctuary. And they shall find none in this world save that which I afford them. That is why the Sin Eaters exist. To unite the world under my dominion.
A paradise fit to grace the 8th Umbral era.
What was that?
A minor epiphany, nothing more. You have always held sway over those around you. Those who defy you must submit or die. What sits before me is the inevitable result of bloated privilege and unchecked power. But man is more resilient than you think. His achievements are not the product of violence and bloodshed, but compassion and understanding. This calamity is but another crisis to be overcome, and we will. Once we eliminate the Sin Eaters.
You poor deluded fool. These people care not for the morrow. They care only for the now. And the contentment they lack. What good is a paradise to them if it is 1,000 years in the making? Or even 100?
Bro, you only let like a few people come into your shitty fuckery anyways.
Lord Vauthry. They see further
This
than
guy's
you think.
stupid.
I have beheld it in the blood and sweat and tears of those who would sacrifice everything for a future they may never know, that their children may never know. I have beheld it in the hopes and dreams of those who came before, which we bequeath to those who come after, that they might in turn build upon the foundations laid by our forebears. These are the bonds which hold man and his world together, not your gilded chains, and I will resist your every effort to shackle him.
In summary, you will continue to support the villains hunting my Sin Eaters?
Yep.
With tremendous enthusiasm, for I have faith in the future they would build.
Why do I even bother? Fools, the lot of you! So naive! So painfully predictable! Did you imagine I did not know your mind? That I would wait until after this meeting to dispatch my forces? Even as we speak, they march to the Sin Eaters' defense. Insurrection will not be tolerated! The people of this world are mine to rule, mine to command.
Wait.
And you are no exception. What? How did he?
Oh, I thought that. Oh.
Insolent swine! I will not stand for this. Do you hear me?
Ugh, I'm so sick of seeing you.
You speak for the Knights Blessed?
I do.
When she's a bad bitch, you should be worried.
That is your doing. If you have come to parley, I must insist that you first return him to us.
You're in no position to make demands.
The fuck I'm not. She's not. Riange, it's time to throw some cards at this guy.
Decree, Rak'tika now falls under the governance of Yulmore. You will henceforth answer to us.
Yulmore is a pain in our ass.
Is that so?
Oh my god.
And the children of the Everlasting Dark have acquiesced to this madness.
We have reached an accord, yes. Too many times have the Knights Blessed shunned Yulmore's overtures of friendship. The risk that you harbor hostile intentions has grown too great to ignore. Therefore, his lordship has claimed dominion over this forest and bestowed executive authority upon the children of the Everlasting Dark.
I don't think that's how this works.
In his wisdom, Lord Vauthry has
I'm
agreed
not
to
sure Vauthry
recognize
can just be
ours
like,
as
hey,
the only permissible expression of dark worship.
This is mine now.
One true faith. You and your false creed are a blight on these woods. A foul, unholy corruption that must be cleansed. Little wonder the warrior of darkness visits both Lakeland and Ilmeg, yet shuns Rak'tika. Your perverted teachings hold blessed shadow at bay.
Sir, I've killed like 10 of you.
You have accepted the yoke of Yulmore to spite us, then? Fools. Darkness will never return to these skies while they hold sway.
I'm so irritated.
His lordship are to make for woven oath with all haste. We will leave you, but you may have time to prepare.
Woven oath? Are you suggesting we abandon our fate to join those zealots?
What has your faith afforded you thus far? Nothing! We will guide you along the righteous path.
I want to punch all of you.
And should we refuse?
All of you.
Anyone found here upon our return will be considered a traitor to Yulmore and dealt with as such.
God, you are a piece of shit. I'm fucking irritated.
We will discuss these developments after I have tended to our casualty.
Yes, ma'am. What an absolute fucking... Ugh, I hate it.